Need to Know by Karen Cleveland. Read for you by Mia Barron. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. Oscar Wilde. I stand in the doorway of the twins' room and watch them sleep, peaceful and innocent, through crib slats that remind me of bars on a prison cell. A night light bathes the room in a soft orange glow. Furniture crowds the small space, far too much of it for a room this size. Cribs, one old, one new, a changing table, stacks of diapers still in their plastic. The bookcase Matt and I assembled ourselves ages ago. Its shelves now sag, overloaded with the books I could recite by heart to the older two, the ones I've been vowing to read more often to the twins, if only I could find the time. I hear Matt's footsteps on the stairs, and my hand clenches around the flash drive. Tight. Like if I squeeze hard enough, it'll disappear. Everything will go back to the way it was. The past 2 days will be erased, nothing more than a bad dream. But it's still there, hard, solid, real. The hallway floor creaks where it always does. I don't turn. He comes up behind me, close enough that I can smell his soap, his shampoo, the smell of him that's always been oddly comforting, that now inexplicably makes him more of a stranger. I can feel his hesitation. "Can we talk?" he says. The words are quiet, but the sound is enough to stir Chase. He sighs in his sleep and then settles, still curled into a ball like he's protecting himself. I've always thought he's so much like his father, the serious eyes, taking everything in. Now I wonder if I'll ever truly know him, if he'll keep secrets so heavy they'll crush anyone close to him. What's there to say? Matt takes a step closer, puts a hand on my arm. I move away, enough to free myself from his touch. His hand lingers in the air, then falls to his side. "What are you going to do?" he asks. I look at the other crib, at Caleb, on his back in his footed pajamas. Cherubic blonde curls, arms and legs splayed like a starfish. His hands are open, his pink lips open. He has no idea how vulnerable he is, how cruel the world can be. I always said I'd protect him. I'd give him the strength that he lacks, make sure he has every opportunity, keep his life as normal as possible. How can I do that if I'm not around? I would do anything for my kids. Anything. I uncurl my fingers and look at the flash drive. The little rectangle. Nondescript. So small, but with so much power. Power to fix, power to destroy. Rather like a lie, when you think about it. "You know I don't have a choice," I say. And I force myself to look at him, my husband, the man I know so well, and at the same time, not at all. 2 days earlier. Chapter 1. Bad news, Viv. I hear Matt's voice, words anyone would dread, but a tone that's reassuring, light, apologetic. It's something unfortunate, sure, but it's manageable. Anything truly bad, and his voice would be heavier. He'd use a complete sentence, a complete name. "I have some bad news, Vivian." I hold the phone to my ear with a raised shoulder, swivel my chair to the other side of the L-shaped desk, to the computer centered under gray overhead bins. I guide the cursor to the owl-shaped icon on the screen and double-click. If it's what I think it is, what I know it is, then I only have a bit longer at my desk. "Ella?" I say. My gaze drifts to one of the crayon drawings tacked to the high
Sample complete. Ready to continue?